Hi friends, my name is Stephanie and welcome to Life or Debt. On my channel we do a little bit of everything from budgeting to meal prepping to living life. So welcome. If this is something that you enjoy, then please consider subscribing. Today we are going to do what I do pretty much every last full weekend of the month, and that is set up my monthly meal prep. Now, I do a monthly meal prep calendar. I do not stick to it. We do a lot of freezer meals at my house because we're contesting with dance and meetings and not being home. So freezer meals at this point in this season in our lives work the best. And everything is fresh and healthy when it's frozen. So I have no qualms about what I'm feeding my family. That being said, I plan out a calendar every month of days and what's being fed and all of that. I don't stick to it. Things are constantly getting moved around. I constantly forget to take out meals from the freezer. So that's kind of, we know what's in the freezer by putting it out per month, and then we work around it. So today we're going through my freezer, my stand freezer that we have on our porch, and we'll see what we have. I'll do kind of a little bit of an inventory so I know what I need to buy. And I find that if I don't do this, I overbuy, I overspend, and things kind of get crazy. So I'm trying really hard to be on point. So let's check it out. So here we have our stand freezer. And again, this is kind of our overflow. We also obviously have a kitchen freezer. And then just what's on the door. I'm just going to quickly run through all of these things and see what we have, what we need more of, and what stores we're really probably going to be hitting up this month. So in addition to the freezer meal stuff, I also keep some dry stuff out here just for more storage area. So we've got a pretty big box of macaroni and cheese, some Bisquick that I keep on hand for the girls, a gluten-free cereal for me, some corn chip dippers that we get from a local store, and some gluten-free chips along with some gluten-free pastas. Again, more corn chip dippers up here, Kyle's cereal, and then lasagna noodles that I can make for the girls. Up here we've got some gluten-free mixes, so when I do chili I can do a cornbread. I also have some gluten-free pancake mix for me, some non-gluten-free jumbo shells so I can make stuffed shells for the girls, a huge bag of pancake mix because my girls do a lot of pancakes, and rather than buy the frozen pancakes, what I do is I just make a huge batch, maybe once a week. Nope, not once a week. Once a month, maybe twice a month. But I'll make like 50 to 60 pancakes at a time, so it works out pretty well. And then over here we just have some of the same stuff, not same stuff, but similar ideas. Coconut milk, some beans, chickpeas, and some mushrooms to throw in some casseroles. And then I've also got another bag of bronze dye pasta. Okay, so we've moved into my kitchen. Sorry, it's early and coffee is a must in my life. I just got my second COVID shot yesterday. Woo! So I am just trying to pull it together. So we are in my kitchen. Disclaimer, I am inside my house. It's a Sunday. My entire family is home. So if you hear them, sorry, I'm trying real hard. So I am going to go through my pantry now. Top pantry, really don't worry too much about because as you can see, one, it's a mess. It's pretty much just snacks and cereal. And I know what we have for cereal, and snacks I just kind of get as we can. We don't really plan for those. Well, I probably should because I have a kid who is in school and does snack time. So first and foremost, let's put down the coffee, I guess. We'll tilt you down a bit. Center. Okay, so I love these cabinets because they pull out so nothing gets lost in the back. And I'm just going to quickly peruse and see if we need anything. I'm a big fan of the Rayo sauce because there's no added sugars and it's really clean. I don't eat, like, I'm not a stickler for super clean ingredients, but if I can find something that I can make clean and that I like, then I buy it. It's super expensive when it's not on sale, so I stock up when it's on sale, as you can see. And we just hit a sale recently, so we should be good for a few days. And the bottom shelf is always the most interesting shelf. Hey, we have unopened Girl Scout cookies down here. Where did these come from? Yeah. And lastly, but certainly not least, is the kitchen freezer. I'm probably not going to go through this with you guys because it is kind of a tight squeeze. So this is kind of what we're working with in here. The only problem I have with this freezer is those baskets because they just get so full. It's like a bottomless pit. You never know what you're going to find. And then you're like, oh crap, I had that all along. So, but for the most part, everything we use in here, it's a daily use. So we keep all of the most current stuff in here, minus that whole chicken back there that I've been cooking for like 2 months. So I swear I'll get it done one day. But yeah, so those are my kind of prep spots for freezer meal prep. And when I'm done going through this, I'll take you upstairs and we will go through kind of my month, what special events we have going on, and work out a shopping list / meal plan. Okay, so we have our freezer inventories and our kitchen stuff all set, our pantry inventory. Why do I forget words, you guys? I don't know. So I'm going to go through my month and we're going to kind of like jot down little things. Now I do have a meal plan idea list, things that I know my family likes, things that I've been looking to try. I get all of these freezer meals by scouring the internet. I have, I go to thefamilyfreezer.com, which I absolutely love because they are primarily healthy meals. And I bought into the membership there. It was very well worth it. When I bought in, and I'm not sure about the prices now, but it was $60 or $80 for a lifetime. So I don't have to worry about it. And quite honestly, I use it all the time. I print off her updated cookbooks and I have a freezer meal binder that we'll go over at some point. I also use once a month freezer meals. I follow Large Family Table on YouTube and Instagram, and Jay Morrell over there does a lot of freezer meals and things like that. So if freezer meals are something you're interested in, leave me a note in the comments and I will be more than happy to go through what I do for freezer meals, share with you my resources and things of that nature. I've been doing it for about 6-7 months now. I actually started doing freezer meals before I started doing budgeting because it's so much easier for my life. So much. Like, I work from home and it's easier for me to do crock pot. Like, my job is very demanding. I literally sit at a computer for 8 hours a day. I don't have the luxury of being able to jump up and cook and clean and things of that nature. So it's challenging in that aspect, but I love my crock pot. It works for like I said earlier, it works for the dance lifestyle that we live. Both of my girls are in dance. My oldest does 2 nights a week, one of which starts at 5:30. So we're eating lunch at 4:30. So that doesn't give me any time to cook. And I help my mom out a lot. So either once or twice a week, I'm running up to where she lives, about 30 hours, oh my gosh, about 30 miles away from me. And that leaves Kyle in charge of cooking. love the man to death, not a cooker. So we are able to do easier nights then. Mac and cheese, tortellini, bagels and lox, because my girls love bagels and lox. So that is really kind of where we are in our season right now. It might change, it might not, because quite honestly, being able to throw something in the fridge and then put it in a crock pot and have it come out great and healthy, I can't complain. Like, I really can't. So let's get into this month and see what we're going to be working with. So as you can see, I have my May calendar set up. I've highlighted things that Kyle is going to have to be in charge of and special events that we might be having. So Wednesday nights, as I mentioned, Kyle's is in charge because those are the primary nights during the weeks that I go up to my mom's. I'll go up on Saturday mornings usually, but we can work around that, right? Because dinner is later. And for breakfast and lunch and stuff, like, the girls are either in school or Brooklyn has things like snacky things like chicken fingers or things of that nature. So I'm sorry, there's things in my way, so I'm moving them. So yeah, there's that. So I like to highlight big things. So Thea's birthday is the 15th. Thea is my oldest. And so we'll do a special dinner there. I know she likes steak and like cookouts, so we might do a cookout there because that would be fun for her. And then I've also highlighted Memorial Day because my family is talking about our first get together. You guys, I'm going to cry. It'll be our first family get together since the beginning of coronavirus. And we like to do cookouts and stuff, and we'll all be vaccinated. So that's kind of a big deal for us. And then I will be 2 weeks vaccinated on this weekend. So I'm going away. I am donning my masks and bringing my hand sanitizer, and I am leaving my family because as much as I love them, if I don't leave them for a weekend, I might kill them. Can I get a like from all the moms out there who've been in this pandemic with me? So from this, we are, we're just going to map out, so I will go shopping this weekend. So we might do something like takeout on Saturday or Friday, depending on when I go shopping and all of that jazz. So I'm just kind of looking at, so these nights will be bagels and lox. So I already know that lox and bagels need to be on my list. And I'm doing something new this month. I am doing all of my grocery shopping online. I am not going into a store whatsoever. I've noticed that doing online pickup really works out well for me. So that's a lie. I might have to go into Aldi because there are some things that Aldi has that I want to get because they're just generally cheaper. But Aldi will be the only store that I'm going into. And I find it a lot easier to not impulse buy at Aldi. I'm not sure why. But anyway, side tangent. Let's go through this, and I'm probably going to fast forward you just so I can plan out all of the meals. I got my handy dandy erasable pen here from Pilot, and I love it because if I don't like something, I can erase it. And I also have my Ticonderoga pencil because really, is there any other pencil type out there? So here we go. So I have marked out things for Kyle to make these nights. I won't mark on Wednesdays because he'll just do bagels and lox every Wednesday or tortellini. And that's kind of what he and the girls work on. Okay, so this is what we have. I have added meals to these 2 days. I don't know if we're going to use them. Again, like I said earlier, this is just a base of what we have to go on. Nothing has to be, nothing set in stone. The only thing that is set in stone is on the 15th, steaks on the grill for Thea's birthday. Like, I know that's what she's going to want, so that is what we are going to have. That is her special day. And then I just went through this list. Like, I have things on here, like, I know that I'll make just to have in the freezer, like steak and cheese subs. I will pre-make those and put them in the freezer. And if Kyle decides that, hey, on this night, on Saturday, they don't want lasagnas, but they have steak and cheese, he can pull those out. All of the directions are already on all of these things in case I do have to run up somewhere. He knows what to do. And then, like, this chicken salsa verde, they love this stuff. So I might actually make 3 or 4 of these to just have in the freezer at any given point in time. And I will also go through this and check off, like, the things that I know I'm not going to have to buy anything for. So the Olive Garden chicken, I already have. The ribs, we already have. The Asian chicken, I already have. The food for the cookout, I pretty much already have. I just have to, like, figure out what we're going to do for that. The loaded potato soup is already made. Salmon, already have. So things like that, like, and I have hamburger for the picadillo, and I have hamburger for the tacos. Things like that, I know that will be all set for, and I just run down this list and make kind of notes of what I know that I have. And that is why we go through this inventory list. Like, I have the foods up here that I know we've already made. I have the meats that I have. So I know that, like, we have 3 pounds of burgers, a pound of breakfast sausage, because I'll be making breakfast burritos. We have a gluten-free pizza dough for me, and then I can do English muffin pizzas for the girls. And we have wheat bread for French toast, so that's fine. And then, like, the fruits and veggies that we have for smoothies and whatnot, and any snacky items that we have for other things. So this is really where I'll compare this list to this list to see where we're going to have to buy things. So, and then I'll just make additional notes over here. So I know I'm going to want to do breakfast burritos. So I'll put that down there because I'll make those in the morning, or I'll make those for the mornings when the girls or Kyle are running around trying to just need something quick. So there you have it. That is my May cooking list. This is kind of the process that I take every month. And, you know, it really helps me with things that I am kind of focusing on and just centralizing what I'm doing. So all right, for those of you who've been around for my budgeting videos, you know grocery shopping is not my strong point. I spend way too much money for a family of 4. And granted, we live in New England, so I am fully convinced that our grocery prices are higher than they should be. Not higher than they should be, but higher than other areas in the country. So, but even taking that into consideration, spending $900 a month on a family of 4 for groceries is asinine. So I think that this process and me shopping online, because I am an impulse buyer, impulse to the end. Like, there's no question about it. I know myself, and I know that I'm walking down the aisle and I will see chips and I'll be like, oh, the girls like these, let me grab them, rather than sticking to my budget. So I think that this way I'm able to curtail it, and we're going to see what the difference is for May. I mean, also for May, it helps that I already have a 10-pound bag of chicken and a whole chicken in my pantry. But you know what? We'll see what happens. Thanks, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy videos like this or other budgeting type stuff, I highly suggest checking out SnowGardener307. Marlene over there is great. She does everything from grocery hauls and budgeting videos. I know this wasn't strictly budgeting, but it's more on the lines of that. But anyway, Marlene has a great attitude, and she's all about keeping it real. And that's really what's helped me keep on track. I will leave her information in the description below, and I will also pin a comment down there with her channel information. And that's it for me today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.